right, let's take a look at this tree. This tree is a Norway maple, also very common in our urban environments. A very, very tough urban tree. Has leaves very similar to a sugar maple. In fact, one of the ways to tell them apart is if you break off a Norway maple leaf, you can look, and if there's white milky sap, you know you've got a Norway maple. Norway maples tend to have a very, very dense crown. Are we seeing that here? I'm going to go with a definite no on that. This crown is much less dense than we would like to see for a Norway maple. Let's take a closer look and see what else is going on. Alright, as I said, we like to look at that root flare as we approach the tree. And we can see here there's a lot of weird stuff going on. This is what we would call girdling roots. To some degree, in how we produce these in the nursery, they are very prone to these circling roots. And if these circling roots are allowed to come up onto trunk tissue because the tree was planted too deep or other factors, they can essentially choke the tree's circulatory system off and essentially strangle itself. And so that is what we're seeing here. This root is against the trunk tissue. Trunk and root tissue cannot form grafts. Roots on roots can, but roots on trunk cannot. Trunk tissue beneath the ground is also prone to rot because it doesn't have the same chemical components as our root tissues do. And you can see here, this one's really small. This is a small granular, and this one can actually probably be chiseled off and help this tree not be girdled on this side. This one's probably too big to have anything done, so could you do something with this tree? Potentially. But in looking at this tree, how it is presenting now, this is a very poor root structure. So to me, this would probably fall into the poor category along with that canopy. And again, I wouldn't expect this tree to be in the landscape for more than 2, maybe 5 years. Let's go ahead and look at the trunk. Evaluating this trunk, I'm actually seeing here's a pruning wound. And this pruning wound was circular, so it was a really well done pruning cut, and it has sealed up completely. So that is fantastic. I've seen a couple other pruning wounds here, and now they're all sealed up very well. There's a couple nicks down there, but they're very superficial, probably from shoes from kids climbing the tree. There are lichens on the bark here, but that is not an issue whatsoever. So looking at the trunk is actually in really good condition. So I'm pretty happy about that. Now let's look at the branch structure a little bit. So the branch off to this side here, maybe a little bit bigger than we'd expect, but not bad, especially for a Norway maple. And looking at the overall canopy structure, it actually is really pretty decent. So if it wasn't for the roots and this being planted too deep and how that canopy is manifesting, this tree would have been a solid good, potentially even an excellent. But given that root structure and the fact that the canopy seems to be thinning out, this one would be in the poor category for me. All right, here's a sugar maple in the same neighborhood. It's looking pretty good at the outset. I see a nice dense crown. I don't see any dieback. This has an excellent crown in my opinion, but let's take a closer look. Upon getting closer to this tree, I noted the mulching. Mulchings are usually a good sign that the tree is being well taken care of for. And I'm looking, and can we see a root flare here? And sure enough, we sure do. No signs of girdling root. These are perfect, coming right out as they should. I love it. So good root flare, so that's an excellent. Let's look at the trunk. Looking at the trunk, I am not seeing anything that is making me suspicious. There's a crack in the bark, but in a maple tree that's pretty typical. As they're growing, they go out of their smooth bark to a more flaky bark, so that is not unusual. Yeah, so overall, looks like there might have been an older wound there, but it's sealed up. I'm not going to downgrade for any of those because I don't see anything serious about them. So overall, I would say that's an excellent as well. All right, canopy is good, root flare is excellent, trunk is excellent. So let's look at the structure of this canopy. I am seeing some issues here. This could certainly be considered a codominant, if not more than that. We have way too many branches coming out at one point. These branches are going to continue to grow against one another, and this makes them very, very storm prone in the future. This homeowner, in speaking to them, they have taken some pruning action up at the top and have reduced some of these codominants. So hopefully over the course of a few years here, a couple of these leads. One of them could be removed and the other one will reduce significantly in size compared to the other. So whether we continue to remove that branch or it just becomes a non-issue, we will let the tree decide. But we can see here, again, this is a bark ridge. So the bark of this branch and this branch are pushing against each other, forming this ridge. So this is included bark here. And so these two are not physically actually attached right here. Again, so this could be a defect. But given everything else was excellent, and the fact that they have made some pruning cuts up in the canopy to start to address this, this could arguably be in the good category. Solid fair, certainly not lower than that, but I could be persuaded to put it in the good category. So the tree that we're seeing here is a swamp white oak, and you may think, hey, that has kind of a thin canopy, but in reality, the swamp white oaks, and especially at this age and this stage in the season, this is looking really good. The one thing I do want to point out here is the branch structure. This tree has a definite central leader, and the branches are really well spaced. As far as canopy goes, I would put this in the excellent category. Now let's go take a look a little closer. Here's that same oak tree a little bit closer, and I just want to point out this perfect central leader. It is just amazing. This is definitely in the excellent category. All right, so this is that oak tree a lot closer, and we can see that it does have a nice root flare going for it. So again, excellent for root flare, excellent for crown. Now let's check out the trunk a little closer. So now we're going to take a look at the trunk. And what I'm seeing on the trunk is I don't see any wounds at all. There is a pruning wound up top here. In fact, here's another one. And they've sealed over so well that they've blended right into the bark. So that's excellent. Not a downgrade at all. I am noticing as I come around here to the side, because we want to walk all the way around to assess our trees, that we do have a seam here. Callus tissue is tight. I don't see any bark through here. There's no weeping or any weird goo. So this seam seems to be good. No pun intended. As I come over here just a little bit more though, what I do see is lawnmower has come over this and has nicked the bark. It hasn't gotten into the cambial tissue yet, but that could have caused a pretty nasty wound. Again, this is just sort of a reminder that mulch around our trees keeps lawnmowers away. And we can prevent injury to the root system or the trunk by keeping those lawnmowers away. So again, this is not a downgrade. I wouldn't downgrade for that. Overall, this tree is excellent.